gentlemen, welcome to taping 2 of CCW Superstars of the Ring, being broadcast from right here in Stomping Ground Studios. I am your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., welcoming you all to our studio once again. And folks, at this time, before we get the matches under the way, I have a special interview with the man from Kodiak Island, Cody Knight, a man who last week scored a major victory in a non-title matchup against our Southern States champion, Darian Drummond. So at this time, please welcome my guest, Mr. Cody Knight.
Oh, Cody is making his way out to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CCW Superstars of the Ring. I'm here at ringside with the incomparable Jamie Love. Jamie, and big win last week for Cody Knight. We're going to hear from him this week. Really should be getting prepared for Stampede on March 13th.
As I said, a big win last week when you defeated right in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, the Southern States champion, Darian Drummond. You've moved a little bit higher up the ladder. The future is looking bright. Everyone is wanting to know, what is next for the man from Kodiak Island?
Well, Donnie, thanks for having me first thing. But I just want everyone out here to know that Stampede's coming up in March. And I, just like any other superstars back there, fully intend on taking that opportunity.
Well, I hear some music. That means there's going to be a rude interruption to this interview with Cody Knight.
It's very familiar. In fact, I'm going to assume it's of the Diamond Exchange.
Again, making his impact, Brian Blitz, the mastermind of the Diamond Exchange. Ronnie Harris likes to say the diamond-encrusted deviant. He was out here last week and made an offer to Bohannon to take out Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
The only thing you got right was calling him Mister. Well, once again, I am not out here for you, so go take a seat there, Chief. Listen here, Giant. I know you've been running around CCW for a while, and you're this big tough guy, and you got your buddy Chris Turner's back and all this stuff and everything like that. But you need to understand something. I said this a long time ago. The Diamond Exchange is taking over. And by doing that, we only get bigger. We expand. We grow. You've been staying in the same stagnant position for the last... when was the last time you won a match? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm going to give you the opportunity to redeem yourself, though. Because I said the Diamond Exchange was expanding. I'm going to introduce you to our newest member.
This is definitely headline news.
The violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, we've seen Blackwell send in a couple tape promos from his home in Manchester.
I think that's in Sussex, isn't it?
All I know is this guy goes from quiet to violent in an instant.
Violent gentleman Miles Blackwell being introduced by Brian Blitz. This ominous-looking gentleman coming to the ring. The newest member of the Diamond Exchange, violent gentleman Miles Blackwell.
So, is this going to be a match, Jamie? Have we been told there was a match going to happen here? Or is...
It could be. It's an impromptu matchup, but I don't see an official here. I don't know what's going on. Brian Blitz just comes out here and starts calling matches like he owns the joint.
These two men are squaring off. This can't be sanctioned.
Wait a minute. Here comes Duval Dalston to the ring. Of course, we have the commissioner, our newly appointed commissioner here for Continental Championship Wrestling, Justin Taylor, right here at ringside, overlooking everything. I guess he's going to let this proceed.
Cody Knight might be taking this a little too lightly. Blackwell.
Cody Knight completely unaware of what was going to happen. He was just going to come out here and do an interview, and next thing he knows, he's in a match with an unknown competitor.
He's got that smile on his face, and fun-loving, and not taking Brian Blitz too seriously. Blackwell, you have to take seriously.
Well, we're fixing to learn just how well this violent gentleman Miles Blackwell is, because this Cody Knight was victorious at our last taping against our newly crowned Southern States champion, Darian Drummond. Of course, he lost his focus when Solo Jones made his appearance and caused him to lose focus, and Cody Knight was able to make a victory in that non-title matchup.
Well, not to take anything away from Cody Knight. Cody Knight is refocused his game, and after retraining and rehabbing that leg, really has gone to a wrestling game, working over the upper body. As you can see, he's just taken that arm and twisting it, stretching it into new and different wrestles and as well as submissions. And then he uses the back ankle trip. That's a competitive technique. And watch, when he brings him back up here again, he'll either be setting him up for a clothesline or just something to stay up near the chest, although reversal by Blackwell. Jamie, this punch is by Blackwell. It looks like he's just an open-handed chop. Oh! Uh-oh.
Cody Knight's got a little bit to show him, too.
Wow! I was going to say point to Blackwell, but Cody Knight just won that one.
No doubt about it. Cody Knight comes in. Smashes this Miles Blackwell in the corner. Oh, my gosh, man. Lighten that chest up. Cody Knight got Blackwell in a compromising position. Body slam. Hooks the leg. Nearly gets a pinfall.
And Cody Knight really is getting some momentum behind him. And again, a lot of superstars here are going to start to for Stampede. Wow, nice spinning elbow drop by Blackwell.
Cody Knight able to lift the shoulder up. And there goes Blackwell now, starting to punish Cody Knight.
Kind of a variation of the old Garvin stomp, but putting his foot right into the shoulder blade, and right into the clavicle.
Looks like Blackwell now is trying to separate the shoulder of Cody Knight.
What is he doing to those fingers? He's trying to break his finger.
Oh my God! Well, he's just cleaning his cuticles.
Wow.
That's all there is. It's Miles Blackwell. He's not breaking the rules. He's just bending them to his liking.
2021. I'm not so sure biting anybody. Not that it was ever accepted beforehand, but it's less acceptable now.
Well, maybe he's already gotten his vaccine. Who knows? Wow, there's another chop.
Man, look at Blackwell's chest and Cody's chop from earlier in the match. Now look at Cody's chest.
Ooh! Comes into an empty. Wait a minute. And there you go. Nice ring awareness by this Miles Blackwell.
Blackwell had just more than enough sense to spin when he was getting schoolboy. Not a lot of people know that technique.
Brian Blitz somewhat pleased so far with this one Miles Blackwell. Cody Knight still a little apprehensive.
Cody Knight still has that smile on his face, though.
You know, when I get angry, I got a smile on my face, too.
Well,
do you see me smiling?
Not between our masks.
Oh! My God, man.
Another chop. Oh.
Hello!
Oh, man.
Okay. Going to get a nice pack on the clavicle there.
Cody Knight, you're right. Doesn't seem to be smiling as much anymore. Man, It's like a pirate ship out here looking for sunken chests.
No doubt. Cody Knight now works Blackwell off the ropes. Comes off the ropes, ducks a clothesline. Blackwell comes in with a clothesline of his own and drops Cody Knight to the canvas. There you go now, using the steel cable of that top rope, wrenching on the arm of Cody Knight.
Yeah, I mean, he's really a stain on that arm and shoulder. And then Blitz looks like he's going to assist.
You can see Brian Blitz, of course, taking advantage of that opportunity. As Dawson was preoccupied with Blackwell on the other side of the ring. Blackwell now coming in with those round kicks.
Man, now this is what I've been waiting to see from Blackwell. These stinging kicks into the chest, the neck. Oh!
Cody Knight catches the leg. Wow. Just flattened his face right on that canvas. Off the ropes, Blackwell.
There's the big boot from Cody Knight. That could be it. Blackwell rolling out of the ring. Blitz,
yes,
Blitz
sir.
Saving his property over here. Saving his new charge.
That's right. A new member of the Diamond Exchange. This violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell from Manchester, England.
I think Blackwell's gonna take a walk.
Your commissioner, your precious little new boss, was sitting out here already, so nobody called you. This isn't gonna matter.
Brian Blitz is calling this match over and is escorting Miles Blackwell to the back.
No, he's not calling it over. He's saying this match never existed. It was a non-sanctioned match.
Well, that's true. It was unsanctioned.
Cody Knight.
And the fans, along with Cody Knight, is trying to urge Brian Blitz to bring Blackwell back out to the ring, but it's not going to happen. Cody Knight, from a interview to a nice showing.
Here's your winner by forfeit, Cody Knight!
Cody Knight continuing to be successful here in Continental Championship Wrestling. And again, we need to look and talk about Stampede.
That's been there for the last 11 years. That's rock and roll Chris Turner. You want a big payday? You want to be CCW champion? I got one proposition for you. Hurt Chris Turner.
So you want me to go out and do what I already said? Go out and hurt Chris Turner?
Hurt Turner. No. Hurt him.
You know what? You can write that check.
Please welcome Cole Buchanon!
JB Love, the man from Memphis, Tennessee.
You mean Memphis, Tennessee?
No, we're not doing that. Not doing that. As much as I love Andy Kaufman, no.
I had to do it.
You had to do it. Jamie Love, nobody's going to deny you. Cole Bohannon.
No doubt, last taping, Brian Blitz, the mastermind of the Diamond Exchange, offered Bohannon an opportunity to destroy Chris Turner.
Well, money talks, and Chris Turner somehow got medically cleared to have this match. Turner has been suffering from, at one point, a separated shoulder due to the attack from Cecil Andrews and Shooter McGee.
One more time, I present to you, making his CCW debut, Cole Buchanon!
Well, Cole Bohannon Cole Buchanan. So he's going to start at the top of the pyramid.
Making his return to the
That's
ring.
what he said he was going to do. He's going to start from the top and work his way down.
Career-ending shoulder injury. He is a legend within this business here in CCW. Allow me to present to you, once again, in health and ready to fight. This is legendary rock and roll Chris Turner.
Jamie, I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you, Chris Turner hasn't had an opportunity to study Bohannon. A newcomer here in Continental Championship Wrestling. Bohannon, it seems like he's got a chip in his shoulder, and he's going to try to make his mark here in CCW via rock and roll Chris Turner.
Legendary rock and roll Chris Turner.
Doesn't seem to be favoring the shoulder.
Well, I can tell you right now, I've seen Chris Turner during the week, and that shoulder one is not healed. For him to have been medically cleared, it's something I'm very surprised at. And with the Diamond Exchange, Brian Blitz putting a bounty on Rock and Roll Chris Turner's head with this Cole Bohannon, that I specifically think he's going to make it a huge target. Just like that, he did. He shot right for that shoulder. I think the more and more you see it, Chris Turner's shoulder is going to come into play. That is not healed.
Chris Turner has been in professional wrestling for 30 years, an instructor here at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy. Over 30 years of experience as top trainer here in the Top Rope Academy, multi-time champion. And he's focused on ending the Diamond Exchange. Of course, he's the team captain with Landon Cruz and Mike Anthony.
Of the Alliance. Right out of this corner. Nice hip toss. And Turner, and again, Turner having to shoulder that weight. You know, Turner's been around for 30 years. He's not the first brand new upstart to ever come into CCW. And take a shot at the top of the mountain. But Chris has been a multi-time tag team champion, multiple-time Southern State champion, multiple-time world heavyweight champion. He has seen them all come through here. This kid will have to do something unique and special to catch Chris Turner off guard.
Well, this could also mean the end of Chris Turner's wrestling career as well. The many years as he's been in competition here in Continental Championship Wrestling. He's a little older now, much wiser, but he's a little older now. And these young upstarts that are coming in now are a little bit faster and a little bit tougher than those that he faced years ago.
And there's a thumb right to the eyes. This Bohannon definitely has a mean streak. And he's laying those punches right into the face and head of Turner. And look, there it is again. It's a target. He's right into the shoulder, using that middle rope just to try to hyperextend it again.
Bohannon certainly not a rookie, as we can very well see. He's got a game plan. And, of course, with the monetary influence of one Brian Blitz, he's focusing on ending Chris Turner's career.
Wow, big splash after a roll through. Don't really see that very often from a big man.
Dropping the forearm right to the small of the back. Shaking and rattling the kidneys.
No, he's staying right on Chris Turner's bad shoulder. Look at him, he's trying to rip that out. Ring the bell. Okay, referee disqualifying Bohannon.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner via disqualification, Chris Turner.
Duval Dawson trying to call the end of the match because Bohannon He's not trying to wrestle Chris Turner. He's trying to end Chris Turner's career. And Dawson has taken enough of this and has stopped the match.
People will do some dumb things for money around here. Wait, turn around, rocket drop!
Not quite as effective as if he had
full use of that shoulder.
Yeah.
You can see he's still favoring it. Jamie, I honestly don't think Chris Turner should have been back in action from that shoulder injury yet, and right there showed he has a target.
Hey there, wrestling fans. Wait 1 minute. Do you hear that? It's a faint sound, a small whisper, but it grows day by day. Every time you watch a match, every time you hear an interview, it wiggles into your ear and into your mind, and it starts to ferment like a fine wine. I want to be a professional wrestler. I want to be in this ring, taking on the greats, making a name for myself, hearing the roar of the crowd as they chant my name. Well, folks, that doesn't have to just be a fever dream. That doesn't have to be just something that you think about while you're working your 9-to-5 job. We here at Stomping Ground Studios have the tools and the resources to make that dream a reality. We are now taking applications all year round, especially in the new year 2021, to find out how you could be a professional wrestler here in CCW. Simply email us, give us your name, your age, best way we can contact you, and perhaps you can become one of the newest members of the Top Rope Wrestling Academy class. We have churned out so many greats already. Former world champion, the New Breed, Landon Cruz, the Wildthing, Mike Anthony. Every superstar that you've seen come through a CCW curtain had their starts right here at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy. So get in touch with us today, and perhaps the next name that I introduce coming to the ring could maybe be yours.
Donnie Harris.
Donnie Harris.
4-1 fall. Introducing first, representing the Diamond Exchange, being accompanied by his manager, Brian Blitz. He is one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, Shooter McGee.
Jamie, the Diamond Exchange and the Alliance. Another match between these two factions that are both just determined to end one another.
There's no doubt it's taken center stage. It's the headline here in CCW between Team Turner and the Diamond Exchange.
Shooter McGee, the workhorse of the Diamond Exchange, the submission specialist
and
of
one
the
half
Diamond
of the
Exchange.
CCW Tag Team Champions as well.
Well, he's stepping in the ring this week in one of our big main events with the Wildthing, Mike Anthony. This is going to be definitely speed versus style, and if anybody can ground Mike Anthony.
Being covered by Brian Blitz, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, Shooter McGee.
Would be that man, Shooter McGee.
Introducing next, his opponent. He is the Wildthing, Mike Anthony.
making his way out of the ring, going at it alone this week. I'm kind of surprised we don't have any other members of the Alliance, although we just saw Chris Turner having to be taken to the back, having that shoulder probably rechecked on.
He's probably got an ice pack on that shoulder right now, I'm sure.
Never too far away, though, as we've seen in recent weeks.
I present to you the Wildthing!
Mike Anthony, definitely a fan favorite here. High flyer, former alternative champion, and a great friend and tag team partner of rock and roll Chris Turner.
Oh, it won't be too long before Turner and Mike Anthony are challenging for those tag team championships. You know that has to be coming soon. They have a guaranteed title opportunity at some point.
Well, our new commissioner for CCW, Justin Taylor, will certainly be building some great matchups here in the very near future, especially coming up March 13th for the Stampede Battle Royal.
Man, that is one of my favorite events of the year. Just all sorts of chaos in that big title match. I mean, there's no friends; they're all foes. And really, you start seeing some of these combinations. Anybody that night can become the new CCW champion, and it has happened on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and you'll definitely see some new feuds could possibly develop within that Royal Rumble as well.
Well, we'll definitely see these two gentlemen in there representing both the Diamond Exchange and the Alliance. Mike Anthony, just a high flyer. He moves at 120 miles an hour, and Shooter McGee will just stare you down, just one dead eye.
No doubt about that. Shooter McGee is a ground and pound competitor. Great wrestling ability. And, of course, this Mike Anthony, as you mentioned, a high-flying pro wrestling athlete.
Yeah, Shooter McGee, it's amazing how much time he really spends watching a lot of older 70s competitors. Not really the big men, but the smaller sized gentlemen that made a career. The Dean Malenkos, the great Malenkos, just the talented shooters in wrestling that's made careers taking out people twice their size.
And dynamite certainly comes in small packages, but Mike Anthony wearing on the arm now of Shooter McGee, one half of the Continental Championship Wrestling Tag Team. He and Cecil Andrews hold the CCW Tag Team titles. And, of course, Brian Blitz on the outside, watching patiently.
Well, Mike Anthony keeping him to a grounded style here. I'm sure, and again, very smart move by Shooter McGee, diving for the ropes there.
No doubt calling for the break as he bails out.
Oh,
Brian Blitz.
Maybe Mike Anthony's done a little more damage than I thought he did. Shooter McGee's out here holding his arm and his elbow. Mike Anthony, once that speed game gets going, you will be all over this ring like a human pinball.
It can work on your psyche when you're a competitor like Mike Anthony and you're flying around, and then you have this Shooter McGee that just puts the brakes on everything.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a complete head game. I mean, if you're trying to stay amped up, you're trying to stay moving, so you're not cramping up, so you're not losing any of your cardio, and then you've got somebody that just slows the match down to nothing.
And Shooter McGee just puts his head inside the ropes just to break the count so he can start over again.
Shooter McGee will handle it when he's ready. And it is a very calculated move. Basically, you get a full reset, you get a chance to catch all your breath. And now, just like that, gets right over and has him into a headlock.
Our official here, Scotty Duke, watching with anticipation.
Right in front of him, Shooter McGee took a handful of hair.
Here, Scotty Duke warning McGee.
Shooter McGee bringing those forearms right to the back of Mike Anthony. Probably going to stomp him here in this corner.
Just driving that boot right under the chin. Very uncomfortable position there.
I mean, Shooter McGee, and not to make any small jokes, but he really is kind of using that low center of gravity really comes into your advantage when you have a Mike Anthony bent over the second rope like that.
Wait a minute. There goes Brian Blitz again, putting his 2 cents worth in. That's all it's worth is 2 cents.
Wow, Brian Blitz. Wow.
Shooter McGee, big cocky in the ring here. Ooh, pointed the elbow right to the base of the skull.
Just, normally you don't see a whole lot of smack talk out of Shooter McGee. It's normally ground pound, rip and tear. There's a lot of vocalized yelling from McGee. Maybe new attitude for the competitor.
There comes Mike Anderson with a couple of elbow strikes. And McGee. Wow.
Well, McGee just stopped all in a dime and then turned all that momentum around.
A lazy cover.
Nonchalant.
Only gets a 2 count. McGee visibly frustrated. I don't know why. There's a lot of left in the tank of Mike Anthony.
Yeah, Mike Anthony's the heart of the alliance. You have to hit him with a bulldozer to put him away, as Cecil Andrews has seen, as Daniel Anderson has seen. There's nothing but fight.
Wow, beautiful double underarm hook suplex. What do you call that?
I believe you called it exactly right. It was a double underhook suplex.
Oh, okay, just checking.
And it was one of the prettiest ones I've seen in quite a long time.
Can you count to 3?
I haven't lost my touch.
Nope.
You need Jamie Love's glasses right there?
Wait a minute. Well, he can use my readers, but I don't think he's got anything to read. There goes McGee now. Again, driving the boot right into the chin and the ear of one Mike Anthony.
It's a little weird. I wasn't really expecting this type of a match from Shooter McGee. I expected him maybe start taking a body part and really working on it here. Nice. Looks like he's wrenching it in there. Look, as we can see on the camera, he's got those hands locked, just squeezing away in that headlock. But I was expecting Shooter to maybe start working on a leg or maybe the waist or something, because really a lot of his submission moves are based around the legs.
Wow, beautiful forearm smash as McGee was coming off the ropes. Rolling him over, grabs a leg. Only a 2 count.
And that is something you cannot do, is give Mike Anthony an opening. Mike Anthony will keep fighting. Every opportunity he has, he will come out explosively with some move.
There you go, thumb to the eye. Shooter McGee bending the rules to his liking. Another shot to the kidney.
Boy, McGee's just, he finds a spot on you, just kind of keeps you don't miss.
Now, this Shooter McGee is relentless. He's merciless. And again, driving the boot under the chin of Mike Anthony. Shooter McGee having a little bit of fun on the expense of Mike Anthony.
Well, he's got a 5 count, and he's using at least 4 of it.
Wow, boot right into the midsection. Mike Anthony is gasping for air right now. Shooter McGee is just relentless in his attack.
Just punishing him. And I don't necessarily think it may not be a bad plan here, but again, when you bring Mike Anthony back up to his feet, you're giving yourself the opportunity for something like that.
Arm whip right into the corner.
Looks like he's going to set up for the knee. Nope, big splash. They do it again.
Going to the well again.
Here comes third time. Oh, Shooter McGee put the referee in place.
Oh no, Scotty Duke just pulled into the corner and Mike Anthony splashes the ref. Man, what awareness on the part of McGee to drag the referee in the way. It looks like the ref is out of it. Mike Anthony trying to get him to wake up. Brian Blitz now. Oh,
wow, kick right to the gut.
And this Brian is going to be dangerous against Mike Anthony now. We have no official. I don't know what's going on now in the ring. Shooter McGee is punishing Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony reverse arm clothesline, and McGee is down.
It's a beautiful discus clothesline.
No doubt
He
about
put
it.
some weight behind it.
Brian Blitz on the outside. A bit concerned. Wow.
Jawbreaker.
I think I just saw a tooth fly off into the front row.
Here comes the knee.
Oh! There goes the rest of his dentures. Ooh, my God, man. Shooter McGee in a lot of trouble. Mike Anthony now pulling McGee up off the canvas.
Where are you going to go with him?
Reverse Irish whip.
Wow. Anthony cleared the ref. Cleared the ref and springboarded back. Referee still down here in the middle of the ring.
Beautiful cross-body springboard right off the ropes. And this match is taking a toll on both competitors. And wait a minute now, Brian Blitz tossing in that diamond-encrusted cane.
They're fighting over it.
Oh! Mike Anthony was able to take it away, but now McGee has it.
They're going to roll up 1, 2, 3.
There's a
Wait a minute.
referee. He finally gains his composure, and he gets the 3 count. Mike Anthony victorious over Cody McGee.
Where did that referee come from?
You can see Brian Blitz.
Jamie Love, that referee came back to life. Brian Blitz is beside himself. And what did he just see here?
Wait a minute now. What's this? Justin Taylor, the commissioner of CCW, conversing with Scotty Duke.
He was just making sure the referee was okay.
Brian Blitz and Shooter McGee, they're berating Justin Taylor, our new CCW commissioner.
I saw Shooter McGee pull that referee into the oncoming splash from Mike Anthony. Wow. Shooter McGee obviously upset, but Brian Blitz is going to have a coronary out here.
I'm taking it to the 40.